Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I'm bringing out this video of me unboxing a board game, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of Combat Eastern Front. There's a story behind this, and I'll talk about it in a second, I promise, but let me go and get our background music started, because you know I love my background music here. And yeah, as far as everything goes, so yeah, Combat Eastern Front. I've been eyeing the Combat series for a little bit, but it's like, initially I was like, man, that price tag of like $100+ for like just one game, that's like, you gotta be an amazing game. So Combat 1, people said it was pretty good, and I was like, okay, maybe, but it's like some flaws. Combat 2, I think people were like, it's a little bit better. Than Combat 3, I think people say, oh, garbage. And then Combat Eastern Front is like all the lessons learned put together, so I ended up just taking them out really well with money things. So here I am, owning Combat Eastern Front, and this is the only combat game that I own. Will I own another? Probably not, because this is already a big ask to begin with. It was just more of a, I want Fields of Fire, I want Combat, and I want D-Day Omaha Beach, and what was the other one? Oh, Warfighter. I just want just one taste of all those, and then I'll just kind of move on with my life. I don't think I'm going to become a war gamer anytime soon, but it has been entertaining playing the war games and seeing what that side of the board game hobby is like. So, Combat Eastern Front, we're going to go ahead and just go through our traditional. We're going to read the back of the box here, so let's go ahead and get our zoomies in. And we can see here, upper part of the box, we got some imagery and some pictures and stuff and all that fun stuff. It says Combat Eastern Front is a standalone solitary game of man-to-man combat on the Eastern Front in World War II. Woo! The player can command a squad of German or Soviet soldiers in various engagements. This game includes the all-new series rules. Woo! These have been clarified and streamlined from the original rules, and they now enable the player to control any nationality in this game. Nice. There are 11 tense scenarios ranging from forest partisan warfare to urban fighting in Stalingrad to desperate battles on the steppes. A comprehensive random generator further expands the possibilities and will generate a limitless supply of unique scenarios. In addition, the included campaign allows players to lead a squad of men through 10 battles. There's like a little bit of schmutz on my, is that? Or maybe that's, I don't know, maybe it's in the design. Other new features, Soviet and German OOBs, I don't know what that means. Contrast, crude but determined Red Army with the efficient Weimar? Don't let AI take over. Do not cognitively surrender, guys. All right, city fighting with demolition charges, factories, upper stories, and fortress buildings, and other forms of close quarters fighting. Light mortars are long-range nuisance, able to saturate enemy positions with explosives. Weather and fire. Oh, okay. Add flavor and realism to any battle. Well, I don't know how much realism I want. Artillery. Is now a frightful weapon with a new and accurate placement process. Okay. And then confidence rules ensure that a side will not fight to the last man, but may retreat or waver if the situation, or if they sustain too many casualties. The people, series design, Ross Martell, game design, Matthew Hinkle, artist Ethan Hinkle. And yeah, there's our stuff. Some bits and pieces, lots of counters, a lot more counters, and 2 decks of cards, maps and stuff. Cool. And my favorite part, say 3 or 4 hours, that's fine. That's a reasonable. Cool. So yeah, we will, oh, that was jarring. We will zoom out and let's get into the unboxing part. So I don't think I need tiny scissors for this one because I have a little entry point there, but I want to see my nails are gonna betray me here. Oh, they're working. Yeah, they did it. Okay. All right, we did it. Whew. All right, so we got our shrink wrap. Opening it. There we go. Boom. Bang. Oh, missed the entire trash can, didn't I? We're all good. So let's go and open the box. And this box is dense, as well I like to say. This box is like kind of a brick already. This is like a brick of a box. So I could only imagine how much cardboard. I think I saw somebody. I watched a few videos beforehand. This is me kind of delaying the unboxing process. And my apologies, but I watched a few videos of people kind of playing the game and kind of generally chatting about the game. And yeah, there was a lot of chits in this game. Somebody in their videos they had the cube for me token display trays as well, and they had like 5 or 6 of them. I was like, dear goodness. Good thing I have a good supply of them, but we'll see. We'll see if I have enough. And oh, there's a little piece of paper in here. It says, cool. This just says cropped cover photograph attribution, and then licensed under Creative Commons 4, and then it has this stuff. So I don't know why that's in here. It's just like a fortune cookie paper. Actually, it feels like they like printed it out and cut it out of paper and just put it in there. I don't know. Maybe some legal reasons, some licensing reasons they had to do that. Sure. Probably because they went to somewhere and get like archived footage and photos, and then they just threw in the board game. So doing that to protect them. I'm gonna actually, let me get everything out of the box first. All right, here's the rule books and stuff. Here's a stack of stuff. Here's cards. Here's some dice. You got 2d6s and 2d10s, so that's exciting. You got some plastic bags here. And you have sheets. Oh wow, okay, these are bigger than I thought they were going to be. You have some. You have a shrink wrapped. We have an unboxing and an unboxing. We gotta unbox the chits from our box that we're unboxing. It's like, yo dog, I heard you like unboxings. Okay, man, do people still do yo dogs? So that's that. And here are the maps. This is something I was interested to see how this is actually going to be. But these are the maps. They're not mounted board, which I thought mounted cardboard was like the only way to do maps. But apparently you can just do maps where you just put it on paper. And I know a lot of people use plexiglass for their stuff. I'm not a plexiglass war gamer, because I'm not really a war gamer. I just kind of casually dabble in. I'm war gamer adjacent, I should say, given my rich video history. But we have 4 different maps here, and these seem like they're giant already, because if this is one panel, there are how many panels? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is folded in half. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I counted it right. Hold on. I'm trying to count panels here. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8-panel board. Yikes! This is gonna be giant. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put those back in the box for a second. I'll look at those very last. Oh, okay. I need to look at these now because there's gonna be a bunch of chits all over the table. So sure. All right, we'll look at this map. I don't know what this map is. I don't know if I'm spoiling anything. I hope I'm not. But these are not double-sided by the looks of it. And I don't know what I counted earlier, but this is the map. Oh, geez. My table is thankfully big enough, but I'm not zoomed out far enough for you to see it. So let me zoom out further. So here's my laptop. Hello, and here's us out of focus. Let's get back in focus. There we go. So here's the size of the map. Like I said, my camera is my table is definitely big enough for it, which is good. This table, I think it's what is this? 8 by 3.5 feet table. 8 foot by 3.5 foot table. I think. I don't know, because I have my mat here. I forgot the size of my mat. My mat basically goes the length of the table, but that's not my neoprene mat. But that's not the point. The point I'm trying to bring up is that yeah, this is a pretty large board here, and it is paper, and maybe I will invest in getting like one of those plexiglass like acrylic sheets. I used to have one because I thought I was going to get into like this kind of wargaming really early on in my board gaming career. But then I got rid of it because I literally never used it. It just took up space in my house. So maybe I'll consider it, depending on how excited and enthusiastic I am about playing this game. I can already tell you, I don't think I'm going to be enthusiastic enough to get a plexiglass, but it would be a nice quality of life thing if I could figure out what to do with it when I'm not playing this particular game. So yeah, nice map. I was going to talk about the detail and everything. I mean, you can kind of see that here, so we'll zoom way in. You got rocks, you got things that are numbered and labeled, and I think this is definitely helpful for figuring out what coordinate things move to, and asking questions on Board Game Geek Forum about, hey, would the person move to 0204, or would they move to 0405? So I don't know the exact reasoning or logic behind all that, but that's that. This is like a contour map. I am I know that word exists, but I'm assuming this is ground level. This is up 1 level. This is up 2 levels. That's me just kind of reading the map and making assumptions about things. This is map 13, the gully. Oh, these are all named. Map 11, the city. Map 14, the plains. This must be 12. Yep, this is 12. Map 12, the forest. And as the cool kids say, F12. All right, cool. So let's go and zoom out to our, oh, okay, we're not zooming out. There we go. Zoom out to our normal view. So we've looked at the maps. We got that out of the way. Let's go and look at the documentation here before we get the chit-a-getting. We have the rule books here, the series rules. So this is, I wonder if, that's concerning. I don't know if they're trying to do like a universal rules thing like Warfighter did. Hopefully this, I mean, well, people have been saying good things about this game. Good, that's fine. You're going to, but we could. But we got nice bold sections here, so that's cool. Lots of words, very densely packed, not a lot of breathing room. I mean, we got a little bit of white space here in between those. I like bullet points. I'm a fan of bullet points. I'm also a fan of things in bold. So, and we also got different color things for what looks like examples. So it feels like they're you know, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Got a box here to explain something. This whole entire section is talking about the different markers. Stice big like photo showing stuff. So yeah, this is good. I feel like this might definitely help with my learning experience. One thing that I've learned, and I'm still so resistant to it for playing my board games, is like one thing I learned is that for a lot of war games, or a lot of games that are in this like chits and bits counters type board game, you don't need to, but it is a really good idea to read the rulebook from cover to cover, and I hate that. I hate that so much. The reason why I'm saying this is because like it looks like this rulebook is a little bit more designed to like help you jump around if you need to jump around, but you still benefit greatly from reading the rulebook from cover to cover, specifically for war games, because there's a lot of really small, tiny rules. And I've learned that the more realistic of a war game that you're playing, the more tiny, small, microscopic rules you got to pay attention to, because that can really dramatically change the game. So I feel like this game, given that they're trying to go for the realism, this is going to be a journey. I don't even know if you ever see a playthrough video of me doing this, because honestly, this game is popular enough to where people are doing playthroughs already, and that's not the reason why you won't see a playthrough from me, because it's too popular. It's just more of a, I might just enjoy the game off screen and then just talk about it later. We have different chits and bits that are being talked about here, or different things, and we have a whole section for them. That's cool. I don't know what this impulse 1 through 4 is supposed to mean, but sure. And then we got a nice visual here. So yeah, this is a fair mix of like information, data, things that you need to pay attention to, and images to kind of correspond. I'm assuming the images are corresponding with what the text is saying, and that helps with the visual for sure. Like my eye immediately jumps to this photo. So if I'm looking for like how do grenades work or how do explosions work, having this here is useful. You can just say blast, frag, smoke, grenade characteristics. That's fine, but this is so invaluable, especially somebody with ADHD like myself. It just helps pull my, like, oh, look, I know explosives for artillery is right here. This is the artillery section. That makes sense. So, yeah, all of it just kind of comes together. All right. Oh man, that looks crowded. Oh gosh, what's happening here? So this person has unsupported grenade, smoke, and then plan to. Oh geez, what is happening? I don't know what's going on there. I'm excited and terrified at the same time. Terrifiedly excited. We also have this here. Interesting. So they're talking about line of sight. So they're just showing. Wow, that's cool. Okay, I kind of want to zoom in on this. That's really neat. So this is like situation 1. There's a hedge. You can't see over the hedge. In situation 2. Somebody's at elevation 1, somebody's at elevation 0, and they're trying to shoot. You can't shoot through the tree because you can't see them. These are some really good visuals. I like this. This is really good. Again, this is clearly a revised rulebook, so they've had time to like figure out how to explain it and show people. And I'm assuming that maybe in the other games they figured out and showed it too. But here they're showing somebody at elevation 3 and people at elevation 0. This is a continuous slope. Cool. Stuff like this is really cool. This is one thing I saw in D-Day Omaha Beach, where they were explaining how the invasion worked. and they were explaining like the different levels. So like from sea level where you're at level 0, and then you're at like wave where the shoreline is with the high tide and mid tide and all that stuff. That was really cool. Like that visual was so cool. And I'm glad I see more of those visuals here, because this can really help you like just logically think about, okay, when you have a unit that's in 0715, and then you have somebody who's standing on top of the crater over here, then you can see what the difference is. Or if you have somebody who's on 0715 and you have somebody who's standing over here on 1815, you can see like, can they see each other? Can they reach each other? And I'm assuming these visuals are actually like the person's here, there's a person here, there's a person here, trees, and then somebody's up here on W. So I think that's what it's trying to show. But this is really neat. This is super neat. Like this is such a good way to explain that. And it really helps your brain just kind of think through it. Oh, well, okay. We're out of the impressive side. I like that a lot. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to learning about that. And we got some more stuff, and yeah, rulebook. Cool. And here's some stuff on the back for checks and charts, or check chart. I'm glad they put it on the back of the book. I don't know what it's for, but if you have to use it a lot, it's nice to have it in like a knowable, easy to reach spot. So that is the combat series rules. So looks like they're attempt to do a universal rulebook. Maybe it was successful. I don't know. I haven't played the game yet. I don't even know how the game works yet. Here's the rules for the Eastern Front. I'm expecting kind of to say, oh, there's a QR code. What is this for? Oh, missing parts. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this is just kind of going through stuff. Oh, interesting. So it continues. So this is 23. Hold on. So does it end on 22 over here? Oh, shoot, it does. Nice. So they expect you to go through the series rulebook first, and then you go through the Eastern Front rulebook. I like that. I like that approach. That's a cool approach. I don't know if the other series did that, but I'm a fan to see it here, or I'm a fan of it here, and I'm glad to see it here. Got some more things, terrain, just more of the same. Ooh, you got a breakdown of each different tile, explaining what they are. I think the only other game that I can think of that's not like D-Day at Omaha Beach, because I guess that one doesn't really have. Well, no, that one does. You have terrain stuff. Yeah, D-Day at Omaha Beach is another one. I guess Comancheria, and I was gonna say what is the name of this game? SAS Rogue Squadron. That one has like its terrain thing, and sometimes I get confused about how the line of sight works. So it's nice to have all this detail and all this like extra explanation, or it looks like what seems to be extra explanation for how the terrain works and line of sight works. I think in SAS Rogue Squadron, that game, they have like 2 or 3 examples, and then sometimes it's like, well, my situation is scenario 7, like situation 7, so how does that work? And I have to go to the forums to figure it out. All right, so we got some more information here. There's some campaign stuff, campaign record. Ooh, random events. Whoa, what is this? That's crazy. A through Z? Is it really A through Z? So attack, booby trap, sellers. Oh, okay. I thought they were going to stick with it. You know, instead of snow, it's going to be dough, and then enemy events. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So these are just randomizers by the looks of it. Okay. So that's all that. We have cards to look at, and then we can finally look at the chits and bits that people probably want to see. So here are some of the cards. So we have friendly forces. Interesting. I don't know if any of this is spoilers, but I'm just gonna open them. So we're gonna open these. I think I can do this without tiny scissors. No, I give up. I lost the will to try to do it without tiny scissors. So here we are, tiny scissors. So these are all the same back, and looks like, let me zoom in on that. This is an event card. So I guess this is telling you what, like these are friendly event, close call, close call. There's dice in this game. I was about to say, this is not a game that doesn't have dice. I think Fields of Fire is one that doesn't use a dice system. I think it uses a card draw for the randomization. But yeah, it looks like these are interesting. So these are almost all friendly. Ooh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. And then we had 2 enemy events down here. So what's the difference? Oh, there's different numbers. So team A, team B. Okay, this is initiative. All right. Okay, cool. All right, I've satiated my curiosity. These all look the same. Over to here in this deck, let's see what this one's about. So here, these look like reference cards. So German traits, abilities, deadly, dodge. Okay, German traits, Soviet traits. Cool. I guess it gives them like the asymmetry. That's neat. And then intelligence reports on enemy forces. So these look like the opposite of these. So there's two decks. It did say there was two deck of cards. So these are like friendly forces. I'm assuming this is like explaining how my people are moving, what they're doing, and sets their initiative values, and this sets the enemies. And they're all different things. So let's look at that card. So this one says, in cover, in open routes, berserker, or berserk, sure. I don't know what that's about, but cool. And there's a number at the bottom. So initiative 69, nice. Cool, all right. Well, I don't know what any of that means, but it's neat. So you have two different little decks, friendly forces, enemy forces, and then I'm assuming that tells you how they work and how they move about. That's it for the cards. So let's move on to the chits. So this one, these are the chits and bits. So I need tiny scissors, and they're already warping because, hey, it's humid and hot. Whew, it's 103 degrees outside right now. 103 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is 27 degrees. So I don't know what Celsius is. I don't know. We use anything but the metric system, guys. That's us. That's our American units. We'll measure stuff in how many cube for me trays can I fit in this box, as opposed to metric. I guess we use a metric when it comes to like chits and bits because it makes more sense. 16 millimeter, 14 millimeter, 22 millimeter. You know, we even use it in our weapons. Wow. Okay, so we have our cardboard bits. So let's go and do our little cardboard drop test. I'm kind of expecting these to maybe fall out. Oh, they're not falling out. Okay. Well. Probably could if I hit it hard enough. Like, it feels like these are already like kind of wavering. So these are all there. Interesting. And oh man, that's actually kind of rough. Hold on. I don't know if I like this die cut already. You see, like, hold on, let me zoom in. So I'm trying to like punch this out, and that was more effort than I wanted it to be. I don't want to say this die cut's bad. I just want to say it's like, it's in there more than I wanted to be. That makes sense. Ugh. Look at those corners. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta get up and retrieve a thing. Man, that is terrible. Let's see, where did I put those things? Oh, they're over here. So I will proclaim and continue to proclaim that I am not a war gamer. I just do war gamer adjacent things, but I do have corner rounders. And it's a funny story. The reason why I have corner rounders is because I got some of Mike Lambo's games, which if you play Wargaming, you might know who that is. But he makes some print and play games, and I ordered some of his games from a print shop that he recommended or that he uses, and they had you had to print your own bits, so I had to make my own bits and stuff. So a part of that is I went out and got some corner rounders. So this is a 2.5 radius. So yeah, I'm just gonna round this corner here. That feels much better. Heck yeah. Yeah, look at that. High quality. That feels good. All right, so I gotta do this for all these pieces. This is gonna take forever. I'll pick a day and just sit down and do that for all these. But I think the rounded corners are really nice, and they're like a really nice quality of life thing. And especially for stuff like this where you have the corners are gonna kind of stick. It's just much better to have it that way with the corners rounded than not. So for those out there who are wondering, why would you spend this much money on a corner rounder? Well, you can get cheaper corner rounders. I think I paid like It's like $50, $60 for mine. And I have two. I have this is gonna be for the smaller bits, but this is a 2mm radius. I think it's millimeter, and this is a 2.5. Sorry, where is it? Where's the label? 2.5. So I'm using 2.5 for the bigger ones and 2mm for the smaller ones. So I'm not gonna do this here for this whole video, but I'm just gonna do one more. Ugh, it's rough. Making a mess too. Oh, I didn't mention this in my, I did a recent video where I talked about D-Day Omaha Beach and my storage solution. I didn't mention that I rounded all the corners on my bits there too. It just took like a weekend sitting in front of the TV. It took me about like 2.5, 3 hours to go through all those bits, but it was worth it. Okay, so we rounded those corners. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the rest of the bits here. Actually, I'm not gonna punch these out. Fine, I'll punch these out. Because I wanna put these in the tray. I have the proper trays on accident. So let me zoom out further. I had the proper trays for this on accident, mostly because I did a bulk order for Q for Me stuff. And they happen to, man, these, yeah, you definitely need corner rounders for this. If you don't have corner rounders and you want this game, I'm just gonna say, this is one of the games that I think is justifiable to have corner rounders. I use my corner rounders for my games of Stellar Horizons 2, D-Day Omaha Beach, and those are the only two games I can think of that I used corner rounders for all the pieces. And I didn't really need to because the die cut was pretty good on those. But this is, I don't want to say terrible, but like this is just, this is rough. Like there's like a whole nother chit. There's a whole nother chit on that chit. Yeah, corner rounders were made for games like this. This is, yikes. Oh, and I got so many, oh my gosh, it's gonna take forever. I'll try to make this a project. I might do it later on today because I gotta go, like I said, and do a thing here. I'm on a timeline. I have a hard stop is what I'm trying to say. In 40 minutes. Oh, wow, that is, jeez. All right, like part of me wants to corner around them right now. I was like, I just don't want to touch it. Ugh, it's like touching unsleeved cards now. I've been tainted by the corner rounding, not quarter rounding. This is, all right, okay, I gotta do this piece. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to like get to the smaller bits so we can see what the corner rounding looks like on that. But oh man, that's not even straight. Oh, it is straight. Okay, buddy, this is rough. Oh, this is rough. Now, another reason why I'm kind of going through all this like dramatic reaction is because this game costs $125. Like I paid $130 after tax, or $32 or something like that after taxes. This is rough. This is rough for a game that costs that much money. I'm just saying. I know a lot of it. I'm assuming a lot of it is from like the maps and like the amount of stuff that you're getting. But bro, woof. Like you need to. I don't know. Maybe this is the cheapest way that they could do it, but this is. I mean, the sides are immaculate. Like these are just like, whew. Like if I just bring up another sheet, look at that. Look at that. Look at them sides. Look at them sides. They're perfect, but it's just when they're connected, that's where it's really rough. Holy crap. All right, so I'm gonna keep these ones here, and like I said, I have the. I have the proper size. So these are from. Are these proper size? Oh no, these might be too small. Wait. Oh no, I don't have the right size. I thought I had the right size. Oh no. I thought I had bigger ones in this. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I am sorely unprepared. All right, well, I need to order some more trays from Q for Me all of a sudden. Yeah, I thought these were the bigger ones. I don't, I've been had. All right, well, these are huge bits. So these ones don't fit here. I think, I thought these were 22mm trays, but they're not. And I think these are 22mm bits. Don't quote me on that. All right, well, I gotta go get some more trays, so I'm not gonna punch out the rest of the big ones. I will corner around them though. Actually, okay, so because I'm gonna corner around them, I'll do that. Until then, we're gonna use the backup plan. The backup plan is gonna be this here. And boom. This is our backup plan. This backup plan is very bad. because these are super thick and they don't really get the things displayed and organized in the way that makes me feel happy. So, all right, cute for me. You earned more money. Fine. I just wish they would sell it to somebody who's local to me. You know, I can just on a whim show up at the store, spend an ungodly amount of money, get the trays that I need. All right, 1 second. Need that to stop. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Go away. All right, 1 moment. Damn. All right, creating problems by solving problems, huh? Jeez, it's middle of stream 2 and everything. All right, we'll let that, we'll just roll with it. Okay, anyway, so going back to our giant trays, sorry, what I was trying to do is, I don't know if you hear it, but there's a little bit of buzzing, and now that I pointed out, you probably hear it now. But that's mostly because of how I have my cables crossed over here. But don't worry, this won't be too much longer. All right, so that's all set. Yeah, I mean, I guess that works. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I dislike this greatly. This feels gross. Feels like I'm just shoving pieces into a corner. All right, so that's kind of some of the bits and pieces in the tray. And moving on from there, I want to see the smaller pieces because I do see smaller pieces. I think these ones will fit in the trays that I have, which is perfect because I need, I don't need to, but I mean, these are, gosh, there's so many bits. How many of these giant bits are there? So it's just this. No, these are giant too. Oh my gosh. Why are there 2 different sizes? Why are there 2 different sizes? I think, yeah, these are all the people running around. Okay. So there's 4 sheets of these. And then there are 4 sheets of those. So there's 4 sheets of these and 4 sheets of those. Okay. So, yeah, these ones will definitely fit in the trays that I have, but I'm just trying to, oh, 5 sheets of those. Okay, hold on, I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, so there's 5 sheets of small bits, small chits, and then there's 4 trays of giant bits, or 3.5 trays. I don't know if that other tray that I punched those out from, or is a full, that's a half. Okay. Okay, do with that information what you will. I just know that my storage dreams are a little bit ruined, but I can stack some of those. So again, that's gonna be a later me situation. For right now, I want to continue with these smaller bits because I want to see how bad these are gonna be. So these are the smaller bits. Let's get a zoomed back in. This is gonna be sheet 9, the front, and sheet 9, the back, as it says up there. Cool. And let's get the grenades. Yeah, again, the immaculate cut. Immaculate, like it's like sliced all the way through. It's not even there. It doesn't even exist. But these connections, man, these connections are thick connections with 2 C's. Like you have to break that one. Gotta put some back into it, get those separated. Yeah. So we're gonna corner around those, and then we'll pretty much close things out because I need to get ready to go. So that is the corner round for these ones. So I'm going to use the 2 radius for the small ones as opposed to the bigger one. So We'll zoom in even closer. And here is the corner rounding. Here's my mess that I'm making. And then here's one that we corner rounded earlier. So I think I should be fine. Yeah, I think I should be fine. It's just crazy, man. I don't know. Like again, I got the corner rounders kind of on a whim. And because I got the game where I had to make my own bits and pieces, and I wanted to have like, you know, reasonably sized and reasonably rounded corners, like things that looked somewhat nice, somewhat neat, especially if I'm gonna make a video about it. I didn't realize I would need the corner rounders as soon, especially for this game. Like, that's crazy. Look at that. Ugh. All right, well, I have a way to solve it, so I'm gonna quit gawking at it. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. We got a bunch of bits and chits. I'm not gonna go through a full organization here in this video because, like I said, I'm on a little bit of a time crunch. But yeah, that's pretty much it for combat. I guess I can try to put everything back in the box, and then we'll close out our video there. Oh, before we do, this tray definitely works for these bits, for sure. And it has like a nice little bit of headroom right there. So kind of wiggle around a little bit, and it should be able to fit 6. Looks like 6. 5. Oh man, that's rough. Oh no, I can fit 6. Okay, I can fit 6 in each one. And again, it has a good bit of space to be able to like put your finger here and grab that. I will zoom back in. There we go, so we can see a little bit better. So you can grab that. So nice. So these should work, and like I said, I have a number of these. So I got a stack of these. I thought I had bigger ones, and that's why I was so confused. Maybe I do have bigger ones, I just don't know where the stack is. I don't know. Befuddled. Heckin' bamboozled I am. Heckin' bamboozled. Okay, all right, putting things back in the box. So let's see, we're gonna keep these in here. We'll put this tray in there. I gotta get a rubber band so I can keep that together. We'll put these bits, get them tossed in. And this is there, this is there. I have no hope, no faith that this is going to be a box closed with no box lift. I feel like box lift is, I live in the box lift land for this one. So here's all the maps, and I can get them to squish down a little bit better. Yeah, it's a little bit better right there. And these are gonna be the trays. Here are the chits and bits. And oh man, I don't have space for the cards. Oh no. Okay, I'm definitely gonna sleeve my cards. That's a given. So I think I need maybe 4 trays. Oh, that felt nice. Nice. These are nice and smooth. This card quality is really good though. Like it's smooth. It's not like a fabric finish or anything like that, or fabric cards. It doesn't feel like it, but this feels like nice and substantial. These feel like nice substantial cards. I'm gonna sleeve them, but I was gonna say you can probably get away with not sleeving them. You can even throw rubber bands around those things; they'll probably survive. Please do not rubber band your cards. You know what? Take it back. Do what you do for your storage solution. I just have a lot of strong feelings about rubber banding cards. It just feels so unnatural. It feels so abusive. There is a little bit of space down here at the bottom, so maybe I can squeeze the cards in there. No, that's not enough space. That's not nearly enough space. Let's just say here, but I can fit like that. I mean, that doesn't do anything to save me space. So cool. Put that back in. Yeah, this is going to be the most box lift of box liftiest things that I've ever done because, again, I got to still punch out the bits and figure out my storage solution later. So, and I can't even make a guarantee that you'll see a playthrough of me on my channel with this game because I feel like this game might be sprawling and like finicky enough, fiddly enough to where I just play this one off stream and have fun with it. So I'm getting boxes. So cute for me, card boxes. Oh, I'm running low. Well, good time to do an order. There we go. So 4 of those, and I think 4 should be enough. Should get sleeves. How many cards? How many cards? Let me see how many cards I have here. I feel like it's like 400 cards. No, it can't be 400 cards. That'd be ridiculous. It told me on the back of the book, didn't it? 200? 190 something? 180? I don't know. Let's see. We got a rule book. It says 2 decks of cards. Thanks, game. Just 2 decks of cards. That's how many cards is it? 2 decks. What does that mean? What does it mean? All right, let's check the back of the box. The back of the box says 2 decks of cards. Thanks. All right, well, Board Game Geek, you have an answer. Somebody knows. So here's Combat Eastern Front, and I want to sleeve it. They don't have a sleeve it page for it? Oh my gosh. Are you gonna make me do this the hard way, guys? All right, I'm gonna count these cards. Doing it for the love of the game, I swear. Okay, so we got 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, so 50. So I'm assuming it's 50-50, so 100. That's my assumption. But that's 50 on the enemy cards, and I would be shocked if it wasn't 50 on the other cards plus those 2 cards, so 102. I feel like the stacks were even, so we just put these together. Yeah. Okay. I mean, no, I feel like there's more Friendly Forces cards. Maybe there's 2 more in there? So maybe 50, 100, and 104 total? Possibly? Let's see. How many of these are there? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 plus 2. Okay, that makes sense because these 2 are enemy event cards. So I was right, 104. Hey, look at me go. So 104 cards are in these decks. 104 if you count these 2. So 102 between the Friendly Forces and the Enemy Forces cards, and then 2 extra cards coming out from the aid cards or the reference cards. So that's cool. So can they fit? Hey, almost. All right, so I still need 4 of these. So 1, and I'm just kind of putting the cards in. Well, let's not make it too chaotic here. 2, and then we'll put sleeves in these. We only need 100, so it should be fine. So 100 sleeves from the Game Genic matte sleeves, should be that. And I need 2 more. Guess I'll steal 2 from here. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, boom, done. Done. Okay, now I gotta put these in the boxes. So the approach that I'm using here is because I need to put in, or I want to sleeve my cards. Usually it ends up doubling the amount of space that you need. So one way to find out how many storage containers you have, especially using the Cube for Me stuff, is to literally just kind of put the sleeves in the containers, and that will be the extra space it's going to take up. It's not exact, it's just a very rough estimate. And it looks like 4 of these should be just barely enough. Oh, I gotta put these cards in there. Oh, shoot. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Causing so many problems here. There we go. Cool. It's hard to get that to not... Oh, I wanted to get bent and messed up. I do try to go through a number of links to try to make sure I take care of my games. Because I want to make sure my games are not being beat up and, you know, harmed. Spend $125 on a board game. So yeah, protect my investments here. All right, so those are going to sit there. Like I said, I've given up all hope on reducing box lift from the... Ooh. Mm-hmm. And this goes there. And then this goes there. Oh, okay. Boom. Look at that. Saving a little bit of space. A little bit of box lift. And we are... Again, this is I'm only accepting this because of my time crunch. That's my excuse. I'm accepting this because of my time crunch. I have we have a thing that we're planning on going to, so gotta be ready here. And closing box. Oh, that's upside down. I'm sorry. That is a crime. I mean, the rule book's upside down too. And there we go. So this is our current situation. This is not our final storage solution, but this is our current situation, and we will improve on it at a later time. But for right now, like I said, I get you ready to head out and stuff. So this has been my unboxing of Combat Eastern Front. I think I'm looking forward to learning the game. I'm also looking forward to learning the system, and I'm also looking forward to kind of getting into that man-to-man combat side. I had a lot of fun playing D-Day Omaha Beach. I had a lot of fun playing, what was the other one I played? Learning how to play Comancheria. I haven't done a playthrough of that one yet, though. So eventually you'll see me do a playthrough of Comancheria, and also SAS Rogue Squadron was an interesting experience. I think I was kind of like more of the man-to-man side too. So it'll be interesting to see how this works with this realism, and it'll be also interesting to see how the war looked from the Soviets' perspective. And I can't make any promises I'm going to try it from the German perspective, but maybe I will. I don't know. At a certain point, it still tells a story, right? Yep. Okay. And my corner rounders are going to get a lot of good use here. Both of them. Look at that. Woo, ready to go. Oh, my hands are going to hurt so much. All right, I'm not looking forward to this anymore. Okay, so that's going to be it, though. So thank you all very much for watching. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about stuff. As far as the items that I have used in this video, I'm not going to... well, I guess I can go through the process of naming what I'm using for the Q for me stuff. I'm mostly saying that because I don't have the right tray size for the bigger pieces, so I feel a little bit bad, like saying, "Here's the ones that you need." It's like, well, I don't know which one they need. I got to go order it. So that's gonna be it, though. So yeah, hopefully this video is informative. Hopefully this video is helpful and entertaining. Thank you all very much for watching, and as always, I will see you all whenever.